So we finally went to Maine, and here is our journey. What better place to start than North Carolina? We learned many history lessons throughout this trip. The first was about 9/11. Here we are in our first terminal and on our first plane. And we're already starting off introducing our 2 stars with no bucks, enjoying their, you already know. 3 hours later, we arrived. Okay, we were greeted by a little taxidermy. Very interesting way to be one. We are welcome to Maine and ready to get our taxi to go on to the hotel. We were in the ideal location right in downtown Portland on Casco Bay on Commercial Street. Perfect spot. Look at that view. We were able to see this every single day. Our first stop for dinner, Highroller Lobster Co. It was a little bit of a walk, but worth it. I was trying not to be so obvious while I was recording, but here we are walking to the back of the restaurant. It's like gravel there and picnic tables with a really huge skeleton that we did a little photo op with, as you see the kids with right there on the right. And this is our spread. Nice. We'll go into more detail in the next couple of slides. Hey, so we tried our first lobster roll and we got our first whoopie pie. We have on this lobster roll, we tried with the lime mayo, and on your right there, we tried the lobster and brisket burger. It was absolutely flavorful and very good. The second and best location would be Portland Lobster Co. Nice small place right there on the water and a great spot to sit and eat. It was 7 of us, so this is the spread that we had. We wanted to try the lobster bisque and the lobster roll with just some lobster ghee. We wanted to try that out. It's basically like butter infused with lobster. It was pretty good. And also this right here is a crab cake burger. It was so flavorful, so many different veggies in there, and you gotta try it. So I know lobster is like a number one thing, but this crab cake burger was definitely one of the top things that we ate. And on your top right there, it is the chicken strips, breaded, thick, on point. And here we are, number 3, Becky's Diner. It was one of the places we had to walk the furthest to get to, but still not too bad because we had a chance to look at more of the downtown area. As you see there, this is our third and final lobster roll. It had the best presentation, and once again, we were able to appreciate the fresh seafood at this location with a side of coleslaw. So this place serves breakfast all day, so that was a nice choice to have out of all the places we went to. The kids, they chose more on the breakfast side. My daughter got a BLT with cheese, and my son, he wanted to try the blueberries again. So he tried a blueberry pancake and a chocolate chip pancake, and we tried out the fried seafood platter. It had variety of seafood choices there. Scallops, perfectly cooked. It was really good, light breading, not real heavy. So it was nice to have. And our daughter, she's in the back there, getting her last roll on as she's in her Mima scooter. Right across from the Portland Lobster Company, there is a place called the Holy Donut. And so we wanted to try it out. We saw some reviews on it when we were thinking about going. And so we went ahead and crossed the street and checked it out. They're all pretty light, not too sweet. We've never tried a potato donut, and this was a nice first. So you can just guess whose that is at the top left. It's a blueberry donut with the blueberry icing on top. We also wanted to try chocolate and sea salt. My daughter saw a review about it online and wanted to give it a try. It's pretty light. We also had ginger with the cream and also the maple and bacon. Great choices. Overall, we are happy that we tried it out. Everything was delicious and it was right down the street. So try it for yourself if you ever visit. A cute thing we were able to see right outside painted on the window are some wings. So our kids got their first wings flying on their first airplane, and now they got some wings at the donut shop. So we tried walking past this ice cream place a couple of times, and so yeah, we got stuck and dragged on in there because the kids saw it. So as you see, there's a whole cup of sprinkles, and there's a chocolate, and you can't see in the back, but there is some chocolate mint ice cream. Pretty creamy and delicious, so I heard. Found a nice little place around the corner called Friendly Toast. It's only open until 3, so we had to catch it for breakfast on one of our days. I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Mannequin, but it did come out in the 80s, so I just Googled. And we were greeted by a mannequin right there in the front. It's always nice to be able to have fresh fruit when you're out of town. My husband wanted to try the spicy salmon roll on toast, and I ordered the bulgogi sandwich and fries, and it was pretty good. One of the places that seasoned pretty well, so that was a nice surprise. And here are the heartbeats of it all. Most importantly is that they were full, and they enjoyed the whole atmosphere there at Friendly Toast, and they had a good time. One of the funniest parts was seeing my nephew take the bill, because he was going to have to use some of his bucks to pay for it. And one of the nights we were there, it rained pretty bad, so we wanted to order in or get some room service. This time we tried Brickyard Hollow. It is a brewery down the street, and they specialize in great pizza, so we wanted to try it out. And unfortunately, we do not have any pictures of that because we ate it kind of fast. But it was so delicious and cooked in a brick oven. Also, thick cut pepperoni, and it was great. There's some nice power lines there, though. My son would appreciate that. And here we are. We are on the dock, about to do our lighthouse tour with Portland Discovery. My daughter's there. She's posing with that broke ankle look. That's my girl. And here's my nephew with a picture with the captain. And we were able to get a part of history on film here. So D'Amelio's is a restaurant that's been on the water here for a long time, as my kids would say, since the 1900s. And also got a little taste of Germany right there. So we'll get into more detail in the next. As an Army brat, and our family was stationed in Germany. Both of our families were. It's beautiful to see that our children are able to partake in a part of that history and touch the Berlin Wall. So this was just a nice surprise to see this there as we're waiting to get on our cruise. I don't remember the names of any of the lighthouses, but this is the first one that we came up on. And there's some tourists down there at the bottom. So just imagine how big it is. And this one here stood out to me the most because it's so picturesque. And also, the family that was here and serving also raised 10 children in this house. Amazing. As you see way out there in the middle of the water, there's another lighthouse out there. We'll have a better picture coming up next. But whoever serves out here has an outhouse to use. Thanks to my great camera, I was able to zoom in and get a little bit of a better picture. We found out this is one of the youngest of the lighthouses, but it probably looks like one of the oldest. You have to go on the tour. Just reach out to that Portland Discovery to book yours. And these are a couple of the forts that we saw on the cruise on our way back. This is not a fort, but it is where the majority of this area gets their gasoline. And me and my husband decided to go out. It was after the rain and everything. We decided to go out and have a little walk to check out the nightlife, just to walk around the block. We decided to stop for a few minutes and to just take in the scenery there. There's an open bar area right here on the dock, and they were having live music. And so we wanted to capture that moment. And we finally made it to Standard Baking Company. They were right there on the corner of Franklin and Commercial Street. My goodness, we are so happy we finally got inside this place. There's a line outside this business every time you see it. The good thing about it is their customer service is on par, and so we weren't in line that long, and it was definitely worth the wait. It was really hard to get a picture of everything, seeing that we were just about to get into our taxi while we we're waiting, we were looking at the menu, and we got a chocolate croissant there when we finally ordered, and also some molasses cookies, chocolate cookies with chocolate chips because I love chocolate, and also tried out some chai tea. Everything was really delicious, fresh. They make fresh bread every single day. So you have to get there early, or what you want might be sold out. We definitely would like to try this place again when we go. Look at those sisters. Beautiful morning glow. All right now. We arrived back to the Jetport and we are heading inside. Maybe you're asking, why in the world would you choose Maine? We have a lot of reasons, and one of those is in honor of our dad. Well, our father, he served in the military, in the army, and we were stationed in Germany a couple of times. So seeing the piece of the Berlin Wall there just made this trip even more special because we did it in honor of him to get some fresh seafood from Maine. I know this is a trip he would have joined us on, and we're thankful that we're still able to paint everything blue and to enjoy this life and still remember him. I could definitely see this state being one that we would visit again. Want to give a special thanks to our travel agent in North Carolina for setting up this whole trip and allowing us to have a perfect spot there in Maine to enjoy our family vacation. And we also want to give a special thanks to 207 Taxi and ScootThroughMaine for getting us around the city and to and from the airport. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And until we see each other again, paint everything blue.